Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in La Jolla. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, March 30th. You'll be interested to know, 184 years ago, today in 1842, a physician in Massachusetts administered ether to a patient for the first general surgical procedure, allowing pain to be abolished during an operation and marking a humane breakthrough in medical care. This achievement transformed surgery by demonstrating that anesthesia could make complex procedures tolerable and safe, sparking rapid adoption of new methods and saving countless lives worldwide. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Monday in La Jolla. This morning it's looking clean with 2 feet of knee-high waves coming in. Conditions stay consistent through the morning, but by the afternoon, they shift to fair as the wind picks up to onshore at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Expect some semi-glassy and semi-bumpy conditions later on. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m. with the 4-foot incoming high tide when the south-southwest swell is 1.5 feet at 12 seconds and the onshore wind is 1 mile per hour. The nearshore buoy in Scripps in La Jolla reads 69 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start off clean with waves at 1 to 2 feet on Tuesday, providing a smooth session early on. Wednesday sees similar heights but transitions to choppy conditions by afternoon, with waves reaching 2 feet. Thursday maintains 2 feet but remains choppy throughout, making the first day the most favorable for catching waves. This morning, there's patchy fog, and it feels like 66 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 7:09, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:38. It looks like we're in for some patchy fog before 11 a.m., then becoming partly sunny with a high near 67 and a light south wind around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 73. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies with a low around 62 and a calm south breeze around 5 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather, Tuesday will be cloudy with a high near 65 and a south wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming mild overnight with a low around 62. Wednesday and Thursday stay mostly cloudy to partly sunny with highs in the low 60s and nights, dropping into the upper 50s. Friday brightens to mostly sunny with a high near 64 and a mild night around 58. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, California's coastal ocean is experiencing a rare trend, and what happens next could be critical. On the last day of winter, the ocean off Southern California reached a remarkable sea surface temperature of 71 degrees at Scripps Pier in La Jolla, marking the warmest March reading in history. This temperature spike is not an isolated incident, as it broke daily records for several consecutive days. Art Miller, a researcher at Scripps Institution of Oceanography, notes that a strong marine heat wave is developing, and the upcoming weeks will determine its ecological impact. The same atmospheric patterns fueling the heat wave on land are contributing to this unusual warmth. Now on to sports. In a weekend steeped in history, the Huskies marched from 19 points down to create an NCAA tournament masterpiece. UConn defeated Duke 73-72 in a game that defied belief from start to finish. Huskies coach Dan Hurley praised the team's fortitude, saying, "We fought, we clawed, and put ourselves in position to take advantage of a mistake." Freshman guard Braylon Mullins made a legendary shot that did not even graze the rim, sealing the comeback with just 0.4 seconds left. UConn's victory not only advanced them to the Final Four, but also marked a significant achievement in college basketball history. In local sports, the Friars shut out the Tigers, securing their first win of the season with a 3-0 scoreline on Saturday. Mason Miller's entrance song, "Blind by Corn," energized the crowd as he struck out 2 hitters to seal the victory. Starting pitcher Randy Vasquez was impressive, showcasing his increased velocity, striking out 8 and allowing just 2 hits in 6 out innings. The Padres managed just enough offensive support on a night when the ball wasn't carrying in downtown San Diego. Tonight, they start a 3-game series against the Giants, with Buehler facing Roop. First pitch is at 6:40. In top news, new research suggests the body may limit how many calories you burn during a workout, helping explain why weight loss is often smaller than expected. The logic feels airtight. Move more, burn more, weigh less. However, for many people, the math never quite adds up. In controlled studies, exercise often results in less weight loss than calorie models predict. Even with aerobic activities like walking, jogging, and cycling, most lose an average of 3.5 pounds over 6 months. This modest return for significant effort has puzzled researchers for a long time. Part of the answer may be that working out can increase hunger, making it easier to consume calories. Experts are also investigating a more counterintuitive phenomenon. An analysis suggested that people only burned about a third of the extra calories their workouts theoretically required. In other words, a run that should have burned 500 calories only added around 165 calories to the daily budget. The body seems to compensate for increased physical activity by reducing energy spent elsewhere. In business news, why the cost of your coffee has soared is a pressing question for many consumers. Fans of Reverie Roasters Bone Shaker Espresso Blend are experiencing sticker shock as coffee prices continue to rise. For years, a 12-ounce bag cost $15, but as of last spring, it increased to $17. Next month, Reverie's owner, Andrew Gove, plans to raise the price again to $18. Factors like tariffs, crop failures, and rising labor costs are driving these increases. Despite recent dips in commodity coffee prices, concerns about the Iran war are pushing them up again. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 5.5% over the weekend to about $66,000. Ethereum is down 7% to $2,000. And XRP is down 8% to $1.33. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Your body is betraying your right to privacy. Attachment to smart devices and biometric surveillance leaves Americans more vulnerable to police searches than ever. Unchecked, it will only get worse. The adage "know thyself" resonates in the digital age. Today, smart devices monitor your heartbeat, blood pressure, exercise habits, and more. This Internet of Bodies offers insights about your quantified self. Millions of Americans wear smartwatches reminding them to stand and breathe. These devices track bodily activity, which can help police if necessary. The data we produce is increasingly valuable. And in entertainment news, the Apple TV psychological thriller Imperfect Women, based on Araminta Hall's novel of the same name, is a twisted, sinister tale of friendship and the facades people build to prevent others from looking too closely. Utterly compelling, the series places a microscope on the lives of three longtime friends, forcing them to reflect on each other and the deception simmering just below the surface. Set in Los Angeles and its surroundings, Imperfect Women begins with a devastating event as Eleanor, played by Kerry Washington, is summoned by the police to identify the body of her best friend, Nancy, portrayed by Kate Mara. Well, alrighty, folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American author and philosopher, Henry David Thoreau. And he said, "What lies behind us and what lies ahead of us are tiny matters compared to what lives within us." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in La Jolla.